I'm back. It's Tuesday. This is day 9, week 2 of my sugar fast, if you're keeping track. I'm going to talk about 3 things really quickly today. Last week I checked in on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. This week I'm going to check in on Tuesday, Thursday, and kind of update you. I figure that I covered a lot of the most important basic stuff last week, so this week I'll just be filling you in with specifics about what I've done so far. So let's get to it. The first thing with the food that I've been cooking this week is that I added bacon to my breakfast, and that has made a huge difference. I was eating last week just an omelet with salsa and Greek yogurt, and I was starving by the time lunch came around, so I added bacon, and then I also added, I don't know, a few strawberries, half a banana, some Greek yogurt, and some unsweetened vanilla almond milk, and made like a smoothie of sorts. And so that has also helped like hold that hunger over until lunchtime with maybe just like a small snack in between. So that's been one huge change this week that I'm going to keep it up for the rest of this 2-week time period. Last week I ate the same thing for breakfast like all 7 days, and so I needed another option, and so this week I made it's a quinoa pumpkin breakfast bake. It's got quinoa in it, obviously, and then pumpkin puree and pumpkin spices, and oh my gosh, it's so good. And then also I found a recipe for coconut cream, like coconut whipped cream. So you use full fat coconut milk, the solid parts, and then whip it. I put it in my stand mixer and then added a little bit of stevia to it, and woo, so good. Makes me feel like I'm cheating. Speaking of cheating, our church had Back to Church Sunday, this past Sunday, and only the best ice cream maker in like the whole world was there with free ice cream. So I ended up eating mint chocolate chip ice cream, and I cheated. And so everybody's giving me grief about it and how I broke my sugar fast, and I did. So I'm admitting it, I am confessing I am not perfect. This is a struggle. So anyway, I ate ice cream. I guess the lesson to learn from that with the whole ice cream thing, well, actually, not only with the ice cream thing, we also went to a party, a cookout Saturday night at friends. And the cookout and the ice cream at the church thing, that the lesson I learned was I need to plan ahead better, and plan ahead if I'm gonna be someplace where I know that the food is probably going to be filled with sugar and things I'm trying to avoid, then I need to either take my own food or eat beforehand or take snacks, because I did eat at the barbecue. I ate like ribs and some coleslaw or something. I mean, it wasn't that terrible, but if I plan ahead, then I make better choices, and then I kind of don't fall off the wagon, so to speak. That's what I discovered. Weekends are hard. Monday through Friday, it's easy to be rigid and kind of stick to this plan that I have, and then the weekends are just different because you're out and you're busy and you're doing things. And I have 2 really picky eaters, and so for dinner last night I made baked potato soup, but I used cauliflower, and they didn't eat it anyway. But anyway, I felt really good because it didn't look like cauliflower, it looked like potato soup, and one of them tasted it and said, yeah, that's good. So woo. Another thing this week, I've upped my game, my healthy game, and which I like kombucha. I've been drinking it for a while, but I bought some and I didn't pay attention to the label, and it said it was organic and raw. Okay, it was ginger flavored, and so I bought it, and I got it home and I opened it up, and like I took a big chug of it and got this, like, it was like a glob of snot in my mouth, and I spit it back in the container. And anyway, I looked, and apparently when you buy the raw kombucha, sometimes it'll have the mother, which is also known as a SCOBY, which is symbiotic something of bacteria and yeast. Anyway, it's like a placenta or a big snot wad. Staying away from that kind from now on. Physically, I still am sleeping great, and I still have really high energy levels, so that's awesome. And if those are the only 2 things I gained from this whole sugar fast, I don't know that I'll ever go back to eating breads and pastas and chips and things the way I used to, because those 2 things are so valuable to me. Sleep and energy when you have 3 kids and you homeschool, and I teach classes, and it's just, I can't, those are priceless. Because this fast is being hosted by, like I said last week, by a Christian fitness ministry. Today they send an email every day with a little devotional and some questions to think about in a Bible verse, along with also like some health information. And today's Bible verse was all about thirst and water and the benefits of water, not only to our physical bodies, but to our spiritual bodies. And I found it, I didn't find it ironic that today I opened my Bible and I wasn't even reading this, but I just had like a bulletin from an old church bulletin in my Bible, and I opened it up, and the first thing I saw was in the book of Isaiah, and the section is titled Invitation to the Thirsty. And so I just want to read from Isaiah 55. Here's what it said. Come, all you who are thirsty, come to the waters, and you who have no money, come, buy and eat. Come buy wine and milk without money and without cost. Why spend money on what is not bread, and your labor on what does not satisfy? Listen to me, and eat what is good, and your soul will delight in the richest of fare. And I read that, and I mean, it's so true. It's like I said, everything is just kind of coming together and falling into place for me anyway, in so many different areas of my life during this 21 days. And you know, water, I always preach to my girls, if you ask them when they say they don't feel good or they have, you know, whatever various bodily ailments they have, my first question is always, have you had water? Are you drinking water? That's like my cure-all for everything. And we have to have water, not only for our physical bodies, but water, the living water, Jesus, the truth. So, invitation to the thirsty. Not only is this sugar fast an invitation to the thirsty to get well, to be well, but also to find wellness and find wholeness. This is week 2, this is Tuesday, day 9. I'll check back in on day 11, and I will share with you all my little pearls of wisdom that I've gained. Good morning. This is week 2, day 11. I'm checking in on my sugar fast, and whew, it is sunny out here. It's very, very sunny. I might have to go get my sunglasses here in a minute. When it was just Rob and I that went, and it was an hour away, and I got stuck on the way down there eating, because I didn't plan ahead, I got stuck eating unshelled sunflower seeds. That's what I was stuck with. I would not choose sunflower seeds to eat, ever. There's too much work. Anyway. We're on the wide open road. Eating sunflower seeds.
Sunflower seeds.
Oh, gosh.
She had choke and die.
I just about choked on one. These are not worth it. All the work. They are not worth it. I didn't. Can't get the hang of it. Oh. Let's watch The Professional.
Crack it, and then you open it up like a oyster, and then you scoop the seed out with your teeth or your tongue, if you want. Just put the shell out. It's not hard.
I think it's hard.
But you can't have them in your mouth too long, because then they get soggy and they don't want to crack.
In the food that I'm choosing to eat through this 21 days, I'm choosing the good food that's going to fuel my body, that is going to extend my energy or increase my energy, and it's going to be an all-around help to my just whole way of being, my whole life. And I'm not saying it's not hard. There are days where I'm like, it would just be easier for me to throw together a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but I know that I'm not going to feel good after I eat that. I know that it's not going to extend my energy. I know that it's not going to fuel me the way that I need fueled to take care of and love my people. So I take the hard route and I make things that are a little more difficult, but I know they'll fuel me better. Are you cute? Yeah. Yeah. So that's it for this week. I'll see you next week. One more thing I forgot to say when I was filming a minute ago. I don't know what the deal is, but this week, with my workouts, I am so sore, and kind of looking through the Facebook group, that kind of seems to be par for the course during this fast, I guess. So I don't know. I don't know if I have more energy and I'm like hitting it harder, or I can't imagine. But anyway, I'm